For the final draft of our presentation, we're going to begin with a video clip of someone going to a parking meter and pulling out the change from their pocket, seeing that it's not enough, sign, and then we're going to begin by identifying the problem. Have you ever been confronted by a situation like this, where you are limited to how long you can save by the change you have on hand? Cut your visit short by running to feed the meter? Or just taking a chance that you're going to get a ticket? Well, worry no more. Welcome to True Engineering's final presentation.
I'm Sam Lipman,
Miguel Colon,
Jason Kaman,
and Brandon Castillo.
and as always, our motto is to apply engineering and technology to current problems to provide simple solutions.
We see that the current status of meter parking is inconvenient and outdated. Customers often find themselves limited by the amount of coinage they have on them, restricting their overall space occupation.
In order to solve this problem, we will be introducing a new innovative product which will integrate new technologies which customers are already familiar with.
The product we are offering is a new type of parking meter.
Budget cuts have caused cities around the world to find alternative avenues of revenue while maximizing operating efficiency. True Engineering has developed a Parking Buddy, which automates the parking fee process for drivers in urban settings. The Parking Buddy provides a convenient, user-friendly, low-cost alternative for outdated coin-operated parking meters in cities around the globe.
Over time, the Parking Buddy system will pay for itself and increase the city's revenue.
The key to our product success will be the integration of technology.
One of the technologies we will be incorporating are multiple payment options for customers. Customers will be able to pay with credit card, coins, as well as other online services.
These options will maximize efficiency as well as revenue for these units because it will allow customers to pay with coins, credit cards, or online via PayPal or any other website that you can make payments from.
Giving people the option to use credit cards in place of conventional coin allows them to stay however long the maximum limits would allow them to, instead of being limited by how much cash they have on them.
The other important feature will allow the user to connect to our central database and allow them to communicate with each individual unit.
By placing sensors under each parking spot, we will be able to monitor the vacancy of each location, which can be posted online and integrated through a user's phone application.
The same phone application will allow users to receive live updates about their parking spot, in addition to refilling their parking meter electronically.
This will also alert and notify the user as their time is about to expire on the unit. These two solutions will help solve the problem of inconvenience that customers have.
And they will no longer be limited to how long they stay by how many coins they have. Naturally, True Engineering is not the first group to enter this market. If True Engineering ventures into the parking meter market, there will be competitors willing and waiting.
The competition we have identified are two areas, rather than two companies. One area, which is POM, which is a company itself, represents all parking companies. The other area, which we have also identified, are parking garages.
The reason we chose to analyze two groups rather than two specific companies is through our research we have found the products, services, and features offered by each individual company to be very close to identical.
We chose to dimensionally analyze each company's values with use of a spider chart.
We chose to rate each value or each element on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most ideal relatively, whereas 1 is the least ideal.
The areas we chose to analyze were features, unit cost, cost to the user, unit efficiency, time limit, and convenience.
The Features tab in our graph relates to the overall options a user has when they use our product, such as payment options and the ability for technological integration.
And unit cost refers directly to how much the manufacturing, installation, and maintenance of each unit will cost.
The cost to user element is simply how much users will be charged to use each product.
The basis of our efficiency element will include monitoring, the capacity to have real-time updates to each unit, enforceability, contacting local parking enforcement, vacancy, the amount of time each space has been open, and running operations that increase productivity from being able to monitor all units from a single location.
The fifth tab we compared our product with included time limits, which was a constraint felt by users that would limit their total amount of parking time based on the amount of coinage they had. This is not to conflict with time limits that would be already in place by those owning the lot, such as a 1 hour or 2 hour max parking, rather limiting users to the amount of time they could park based on the amount of money they had on hand.
And our final element, convenience, was determined by how easy it was to use a particular parking method compared to others, and location of parking from the user's final destination, and the ability to have real-time updates sent to users and monitors.
By taking all these criteria into effect, we believe True Engineering Solution to be the best option on the market.